Hello everybody, this is Steve, your everyday guy. For those of you that have watched my videos before, welcome back. For those of you that haven't seen any of my videos, welcome to the channel. In today's video, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the front electrical on the Kawasaki KLR650 third generation. It's December right now, so it's too cold to ride outside, so when you can't ride, what's the next best thing to do? Do upgrades and mods to your bike. So in today's video, we're going to cover all the wiring and the front electrical harness. I have put chapters in there, so that way if you're looking to do your USB, your fog light, your power port, you can actually go in the video and skip right to that part. Before we get into the video though, I'm really trying to grow my channel and so I can get more information out there for people looking for this style of content. So please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and leave a comment. That way that really helps the algorithm, so it gets this and more content for me out to other people so they can view them. As I said, I'm really trying to grow my channel. I've hit the 500 mark. I really want to get to the 1,000. We're doing great. Thank you guys for all of your support so far. And for those of you that haven't done it, hey, it's a nice little thanks. I don't get any money from YouTube. I just do this as a labor of love, and that's a great little way for you guys to say thank you and try to give me a little boost and encourage me to make more of these videos. One of the other things that I do want to let you guys know is I am not a certified mechanic by any means. I am simply a guy that likes to do this on my own. So what I'm giving you is not really a step-by-step guide. It's more chronicling of the way I've done things. So for those of you that are going to do this for yourself, take that with a grain of salt and, use your best judgment in making these. And let's get into that video. Alright, so here you see we've got the side cowl removed, and there's something that every single KLR has, whether it's a Traveler model, whether it's an adventure model, or the base model. Mine is the base model, and I'm going to show you what it has. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to zoom in. Now that we're zoomed in, you're going to notice there's a hookup here. That is the factory hookup for the fog lights for the adventure and Traveler model. The next thing is you're going to see, and pull that back a little bit, so you can see these two. And those are the power connectors for the 12-volt module, which is located, you can't see on camera, but it's located right there. It's located right there. Now, you can't simply hook up to those as it is when on the base model, and the reason is you'll notice that little thing right there that's in the spotlight, that's empty. What that is that is a socket for a relay, and that relay looks something like this. And so all you have to do is simply buy the relay. You can get them from Kawasaki directly, or if you know the part number, you can get them anywhere else. This isn't a Kawasaki specific relay. So all you gotta do is just take that and make sure it's facing the right direction. All you do is just take that and put that in place. And now you're gonna have power to all your connections. The only trick now is you have to figure out which one's your positive and which one is your negative. Alright, so here I've got my probe tester. I've got my relay installed. Now I need to figure out what is hot and what is not. And so what you do is you simply hook this up to the negative. No light there, light there. That becomes your positive. So we'll go up here, no light there. Light there, and that becomes your positive. Now, I would also recommend checking the negative just to make sure they're all working. And so what you do is you'd hook your probe up to the positive end of the terminal, and then when you touch that to the negative, that would become the negative side. That way you know everything's working before you put your wiring and put it all back together. It also saves you less time in the troubleshooting. All right, so here we are looking at the what would be the left side, or if it was a car, the driver's side. So the next thing is the factory pre-wired connection port, and that's going to be located right here. So all these bikes come pre-wired, even if they don't have the USB installed. And so what we're going to do is there's a little tab right there. You might be able to get it with your fingernail. I'm just going to use a little screwdriver, and it's going to go down that way. So let's see if I can get this here and still have you guys able to see it. So just push in right there, because without having that tab pushed in, it's really hard to press down.
once you press that tab in, it just slides right off. Now these wires right here, that's my GPS unit, so you won't have to worry about messing with those. I put that in before I realized I was going to hook it up here. All right. So the next thing is that there is a little release. Trying not to block my light. You'll see this little release right here, and that's just going to pull out, and it slips right off. Now this right here, this is actually a connection you can use. What it is it's the same type of connection as this. This is a standard, well, it's a universal type connection that's used on lots of different things. So this will fit into here. However, this will not fit up to there. So that's why I'm going to take this end here and I'm going to wire it up so I can plug back into there and plug up to there. Now the next thing I'm going to do, or that I need to do, is I need to figure out which is my positive and which is my negative. So for that, I've got my little probe right here. So I've got it hooked up to the negative end of the battery. So the ignition has to be on because I'm going through the relay, and that's one of the reasons why I want to use this for my USB. And so I've got my probe here. You'll see the lights on right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it and put one end in here, no light, the other end in here. All right, so we have no light here, but when we put it in this side, we do have a light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it. So normally plug in like that, and it's this side. So this side over here is the positive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little plus on that, and then a little minus over here. That way, I know, this way, I know which side to wire the positive and which side to wire the negative into.
Hey, we made it this far. We're at the end of the video. If you haven't hit the like or subscribe button yet, go ahead and do that. You made it this far. You found it useful. That's just a nice little thank you that you can give to me. That way it encourages me to make more videos. And as I said, I'm really trying to grow my channel. I want to get to that 1,000 mark. And we're getting close. And with your guys' help, we can make it right over that finish line and get on to the next part. And so for those of you that are like me upgrading in the wintertime, keep those upgrades. So for those of you that's summertime and able to ride, hey, enjoy this little bit of footage and enjoy your ride.